Our viewers can hear what you have to say. We've been talking about the big outperformance in Apple. I'm just curious whether you think it can continue into 2025.
Yeah, I mean, Apple is one of the most important companies in the world, obviously, and it is knocking on that $4 trillion number. I think the momentum in the Nasdaq should be able to help it cross over the line. But when you do look at the valuation, just on a standalone basis, it is at all-time highs with growth rates still having somewhat of a question mark. So, it's part of the Mag 7. It's probably going to cross over that 4 trillion mark. But we're parking our dollars elsewhere within the Mag 7, namely Meta, Amazon, Google, and Tesla.
What makes you so confident that those tech stocks will do well next year? Is it simply valuation, the products that they're coming out with, their innovation cycle, or something to do with the incoming administration and the policies we're expecting?
I think the administration does play a big role in it. Obviously, deregulation is going to be a big theme for 2025. But namely for those companies, they're the most well-researched companies in the world. So where it really comes down to is where is the underappreciation, the greatest magnitude within the earnings and revenue assumptions for 2025. We still think that there's uncertainty as it relates to some of the margin assumptions and whatnot across those companies that can outperform those more muted assumptions that we think are the case. So we think that those companies are likely to do better on a relative basis, but also on a valuation-wise, we think that there may be some room for additional incremental valuation expansion in some of those cases.
And back to Apple, as to what helps that stock continue to move higher. Is it the Apple Intelligence product, the new iPhone that's expected in spring, or something else?
Yeah, I think it's just continuing to be able to churn out iPhones and churn out devices at a healthy clip. So long as the upgrade cycle continues to move forward, obviously they're bringing a bigger upgrade potential versus the most recent couple of years because of that Apple Intelligence. So the world will and consumers will likely continue to shift in that direction. The main question is at what pace does that happen? Does it happen quickly, over the course of a couple of quarters, or is this going to take one other cycle to get everybody else on board? But if you look on a 2-year basis, we have a lot more confidence than on a 1. And obviously, we can't buy every single stock in the market that has upside. It's just where is the greatest upside potential, and we don't really think it's Apple, but you will get that headline, that $4 trillion headline.